Oh, I had my glasses on. Hello, pork chop. How you doing? Uh, Good. That's good. I'm doing pretty good as well. I think I bruised the top of my mouth, like the gums behind your front teeth at the top. There's like swelling or something, a sensitivity. I think I ate Pringles or something and bruised it. Not Pringles, pretzels. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Anyways, my goal for today is to do what I didn't do yesterday. I cut the stream short yesterday because I was suddenly really, really tired. I usually take a nap before a stream, so because I didn't do that yesterday, maybe that's why. This time though, I did take a nap, so I should be able to do at least 2 hours, maybe three, if I feel like doing some more work. We'll see how it goes. My mom walked by and saw your artwork and she said she likes the way you did the hair. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I drew this traditionally, so it's a scan. Um, yeah, I do too. I like it. Is this a character for your comic? No, this is a VTuber that I watch. Say she is was independent, I guess, but debuted as part of an agency that I pretty much watch all the talents from that specific agency. And she does like history stuff, so I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. And decided I'll draw fan art. And I also try out stuff so that I can kind of figure out how to use both the digital tools and the traditional tools in a way that maybe I'm comfortable with. Because a lot of the tutorials that I've used to draw digitally, they don't really click because it's obviously someone else's um, procedure, right? Like it works for them. I'm just trying to figure out a procedure that works better for me. It's probably going to be different styles though. Like depending on what you're going for, you'll change your procedure. And I'm trying to keep it simple too, because one of my problems with digital is that it gets too complex. Do you have a preference, by the way? Like, I may or may not have asked you that already at some point. If you have a preference for traditional or digital. I just recently found a way of drawing digitally I really like. Like a month ago. Before that, it was kind of eh. Yeah. Like even right now, it's too many layers, but I think that's just me being weak because I just really don't like the process of digital, like inherently, right? But basically, I have the line art that I drew traditionally. I clean it up a bit. Over top of the line art, I have the flats for the colors in a multiply folder, and then on top of that, I have an overlay layer for the shading, and then I'll do a glow layer for like the highlights, and we'll see what other layers we can do. Oh yeah, and the actual line work, I extracted it and made it like a brownish color, so it's not like too dark, and like it kind of blends in with the rest of the colors a little bit better. Oh hello, hey Jimmy, how you doing? Um, Rar, I'm in the inkwell of this chat. I see. I used to hate the process as well. Yeah, I've been doing it for so long, and I still hate it. I can't not hate it now. I think I hated it. I start hating it more, like the more I did it. Um, like I can handle it because a lot of the commission work is digital, but I never feel like I'm having a good time when I'm doing it digitally versus if I'm doing it on paper. Maybe that will change. I don't know. I think the only reason I'm addicted to digital at the moment because I found a brush and workflow that feels more like traditional. Yeah, so all my brushes in digital, like the ones I tuned, they're set up that way, like as close as I could get it to traditional, but there's just a disconnect for me still. I think there's a lack of edges with the shading, so I'm gonna switch my tool. Let me check if I can use a different style here, or potentially combine styles. Like if I do color burn. Oh no, let's not do that. Um, glow dodge? No. Hmm. Yeah, that just makes it dark, dark. No, I need it to mix with like the. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it at overlay. The charcoal brush, which is one of my favorite traditional mediums. Yeah, same. I love charcoal. I used it for my inking and coloring. Yeah. So charcoal. Um, I have a brush for that, and I like it a lot. Let me see if I can. Maybe I'll just open a random file. Sketches. Okay, so this is my pencil brush basically, but the charcoal brush is this one. I love how it feels like. It feels like very, very, very soft charcoal. And it can go from like really thin to like pretty thick. All of my ink brushes are really, really good too. Like, I'll zoom in so you can see like they have a little bit of a bleed. So they have like a natural feel to it. And they can go all over the place. Oops, no, I don't want that. What is that? This is my ink brush. And I have so many of them because I kept having to make more and more for specific textures and stuff. But they feel really good. But yeah, I did that because I specifically don't like, not to say don't like, I would say like I prefer that it feels like traditional tools. Um, and I prefer the look of it as well for a traditional appearance. Digital does have some good applications, but sometimes it looks too clean. I don't know. Have I tried chalk pastels? I have oil pastels. I did try them. I have to figure that out a little bit more. My the art that I made, I did some streams with it, but the art that I made with it didn't feel it felt very amateur because I don't know what I'm doing with it, right? But I'll attempt it again eventually. I think chalk pastels are basically dry. Uh, Chalk pastels are super close to charcoals, but are called yeah. That would be a good description of it. Yeah, they're different from oils. Yeah, I guess you could say like um yeah, they're like dry pastels, not oily. What's the base of them? Do you know? Well, I guess it's chalk. Yeah, I guess it's chalk. But I'm wondering what else it has in it. Because sometimes there's stuff like wax or something to keep the pigment. I don't like oils either. I don't know if I don't like them yet. It's just that I'm not good with them. So I need to figure it out, I guess. Hey, how you doing, Collie? I'm getting distracted. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing this. Not sure what's in them. Doing okay? I'm doing okay as well. I was talking earlier about how the top of my mouth is bruised for some reason. I don't know what caused that because earlier in the day it was fine. It might have been like pretzels or something rough. But other than that, I'm good. Glad to hear you're okay as well. Does it hurt? It hurts when I try to eat something. Like it's like sensitive, I guess. I tried to eat like a piece of chocolate earlier and then it was like, oh my god, you can't chew it. I didn't know that you put your food on the top of your gum uh that much when you chew. So um what I'm gonna eat later is probably fine. I think it's just bread and tuna, so I think that's probably soft enough. Does Depends on how the bread is. Yeah, it's like a I can't remember what it's called. It's from a there's like a Portuguese store that bakes the bread, but it's like a chewy it's a very fluffy bread, I guess. Like it's almost I think it's almost all air. It's a bun. It has like a chewiness to it. Yeah, it's not like baguette hard. So beautiful, I might swoon. Who is it? This is uh Cleo Ait or yeah, Ait or AT. I can't remember how to say her last name. Um she's a VTuber, historian VTuber or something like that. Like she is like an actual historian, does lectures and stuff. I believe she said she specializes in like the Middle Ages or something. I don't know, medieval stuff. So yeah, this is like a VTuber fan art. I inked it on paper. I'm just coloring it digitally. Let me show you. Yeah, so I was testing um my camera and stuff. Not camera, my phone and my light setup, reflections and all that stuff. It's a little bit far away from the drawing than I like it to be, so maybe what I'm gonna do is because I can't bring the camera closer, it's gonna block my actual viewing of it, and I won't be able to draw properly because the thing is gonna be in the way. Maybe I'll start recording it instead of a time lapse. I'll record the whole thing and I'll just speed it up inside of the program because that way I can record in like 4K and I can zoom in and stuff without the resolution when I actually edit it. You need to drop some links, bro. Tag this VTuber in your streams. She's tagged in the short. Uh, I don't want to like over tag someone. I don't know if it like shows up for them, because then that would be annoying. Like especially with how many times I'll be drawing them. My shorts I also have no sound, so what I'm thinking is if I record like the full thing at normal speed with a normal like recording mode, um, maybe the sounds that I pick up will be pleasant, like even though it's sped up, I guess. Maybe if it picks up the scritchy scratchy sounds, maybe that will be good for the shorts because they're all silent otherwise. I don't have the um tolerance, I guess, to check what is and isn't safe to play and like pay attention to all of that copyright stuff. I just left all of my things as no music on YouTube. I do like the way this is working out. Like it's a very simple coloring method compared to. I think I can get even better. I mean, like even more simple. But for now, this will work. I'm thinking of doing the. I don't know how to say it. It's like a French word for black and white painting. It's like grisaille or something. I can't remember what the terminology is. But basically, there's another method where you basically shade the entire work black and white, and then you put the flats on top of that. What I've done instead is I put the flats on top of just the lines, and then I'm shading on top of that, which I guess is more or less the same thing. Now that I think about it, I'm fucking retarded. Um, yeah, okay. I guess I'm just doing what I. Yeah. Brain dead moment. We're good, we're good. It's nice here. Oh, like the way it's working out. Hopefully. I guess the main difference is with that other method I'm talking about, it's going to be more dark because the colors over top the normal shading might blend differently. That's the only difference that I can think of. Maybe I can try it. Maybe I can. If I take this layer. Oops. And put it here. And make it normal. And I make this overlay instead. Let's see how this works out. Oh wait, I would have to I would have to make a separate layer underneath it. Okay, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out. I'd have to start it that way. I'll experiment later. I'll just stick with what's working with right now. Because technically, I do have a second ink thing that I can try that out on. Not that I can't try it on this one as well, but this one I can try it out here. Inking on paper is so much nicer, man. Oops. Also, I'm aware that I'm like shading over top of like the glasses and the um whatever this chain thing is. I have an easy way to clean that up and shade it properly. Who will I draw after this one? I wrote it down somewhere. There's a Ghost of Tsushima one that I can do. There's another MGS one. Those are both works on paper. Um, of course, I need to do my own stuff, the comic stuff. The news page I did is my best page. I just need to finish the final touches of it before I can uh, export it and all that stuff. The VTubers that I'm using for the fan arts are pretty much all from Phase. Phase Connect. Maybe I will try, because some of them got new costumes and stuff, so maybe I'll try some of that. I don't know. I have all their reference models and then all that stuff downloaded, so I'll take a look through it. They're all deceased VTubers. Like graduated. No, these Face has had like one termination and one graduation. And like the graduation is the type, it was like a type that was possible for them to return. They just had to like, I guess, deal with life stuff or whatever. But in due time, all VTubers will graduate, so who knows? I don't know why they use the term well, I guess It's just part of the culture, probably. Because you can technically continue anytime you want. Um, if you're indie, especially. But maybe the idea is that you're not gonna come back as that specific character. Someone did a thing. Hold on, let me check. Oh, save. True. Yeah. Let me save. Thank you. Oh, I should probably do the little cleaning trick that I was talking about. This. Like that. Um, all right. I I'll do those on a separate layer. I could technically do it on the same layer. I just need to select it. Like if I do the selection like this and turn off the marching ants, that's what they call the outside of that selection. Then I can go in with like a small. Yeah, I'll do it like this. I don't like how the noise is everywhere now that I look at this. So I think I know how to edit that. I'll do that later though. The noise as in like this texture. I'm also gonna try to color it in like on paper, since I of course have it on paper, and like it doesn't matter if it gets destroyed because I already scanned it in. So I'm gonna try to color it on paper with alcohol markers. Haven't really used those, so I'll watch a couple of videos about common techniques and stuff and try to apply that myself. I think the paper I chose is decent enough to take a lot of ink and probably other pieces or other types of medium. Like if I wanted to add some paint or something, it should be okay. So let's see here. If I deselect, if I select this layer, can I do that? Guess not. Which layer has a noise? This one? Yeah, this layer has a noise. Alright, so if I do it this way, I select, I invert selection, and I delete. It takes the noise off of everything else, and that looks very digital compared to before. So I have to bring the noise back by selecting here, fill, select, fill, select, fill. Oh frick. Here, select, fill, select, fill, select, fill, select, fill. And I guess I want the eyes here to be filled too, so I'll just do that manually. Cool. Yeah. So now we have a separation with the textures. Nice. Good night. Alrighty. See you when I see you. Have a good rest. Thank you for stopping by. I'm still here. I was just causing some chaos while watching a stream. Causing some chaos. What are you up to? Hey Cherry, how you doing? Hey Cherry, huzzah! Throws Ray. Why? I'm very comfortably seated. How dare you throw me? You have lots of energy today. Yeah, how dare you? You did nothing wrong. You were only one within range to throw ray. Oh, I see. Hello, Lot Dragon. How you doing? Oh, I hope your day is going well. Yeah, it's going good. Hope yours is as well. Um, Rose, the deceased VTuber. She's not deceased. She's alive. She's probably streaming right now. I think. If you check. Yeah. Oh shit. That's loud. Mine's going great so far. Oh, are you drawing something right now? Wait, you're making a VTuber? No, 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 not for me. This is fan art. This is a fan art of a VTuber. I don't know if I'll make like a model ever. I'll probably just make like a character to to replace the one in the corner that you guys see. If I ever make a proper VTuber, it'll be really long time from now because I don't really have like the camera or anything. I think you need a pretty new phone to like get proper tracking and stuff like that. Or maybe like a better like webcam or something than I have. I have no knowledge whatsoever to create a VTuber. I've attempted, it's just too complicated. Like the layers, I've already talked about how I hate the digital workflow. The layers are like way, way, way more than you would have in a drawing, and I know someone who does it. I don't know, maybe I'll, if I commission anyone, it'll probably be her to just make like a simple. I don't want like a super complicated model. I've seen the prices for them, and I feel like I could buy a lot more cool stuff with that money. It's not that it's not worth the like the artists that are working on it. It's not that they're overcharging. They're charging pretty much what they should be charging because it's a lot of work. I just wouldn't be spending that much on uh like a 3 or model in general. I just said 3D model, even though it's not 3D. But come to think of it, 3D models are cheaper than live 2D models. Those people are talented, yeah. Crazy talented. Crazy and talented. Crazy and talented, yeah. Some features are crazy and chaotic, but I guess that just builds the character and makes them entertaining. Yeah, I guess like the more energetic, entertaining ones. Yeah, for sure. Um, this one is not necessarily like that, but they're super popular. I think maybe it's a because of an age range thing. Like they're an older person, VTuber. I guess a lot of the audience is older too, so it makes sense, I guess. Gura is an old gal, but she's still chaotic, so I guess that kind of goes against what I was saying. Um, yeah, I guess it depends. Gura's back, by the way, or she's going to be back, but you probably already saw that. Yeah, Gura's great. I thought she might go back as her old persona, but I guess it makes sense that she's not doing that. She's doing a new persona. I look forward to that. You don't like Gura? Why? She's a city pop shork. She I usually only watch her shorts. I watch I've been watching Hololive since basically the beginning of Hololive. I think like um I can't remember how little subscribers I used to have when I started watching, but I started watching Suisei because she was doing like karaoke stuff, and that's what got me into like watching VTubers, the music stuff. So I've been watching her since pretty much she started. Actually, before she started, because she was someone else before she was Gura. She's just so generic. No, she's a genre defining. So like VTubers who are like her are generic, but she herself is the blueprint uh for that type of VTuber. Also, I don't know if you know who this VTuber is, but Punkalopi is a as a fun one. Is Punkalopi still Punkalopi? I thought she changed her. Uh, I thought she changed her VTuber. But yeah, I know she is the rabbit girl. There's so many crazy rabbit girls in the VTuber scene. Or did Punkalopi come back? Let me check here. I don't know. I've been watching a while. Let me see. 10 months ago. 10 months. Yeah. So Punkalopi hasn't been back for a while. But yeah, I guess her shorts are still there, right? Yeah. But she grew really, really big, really, really fast. I can't remember who she is now, or if she left and isn't coming back for a while due to whatever reason. Okay, so she has posted 3 months ago, just like some merch things. So maybe she's working on stuff behind the scenes. I don't know. Nanaruru VT. Let me see who that is. Nanaruru VT. Nana and Ruru? Ruru. Well, I'm sure if she's taking a break, she has a reason. Yeah, most likely. Is this like a... What kind of duel is this? The best duo is Fua Moko. That's the best duo. They're live right now. Nana Ruru. Okay. I think. They're unhinged, but they share a fun. Yeah, that's good. That's the good stuff. Alright, let's see if what I was going to do. Actually, let me do it here. I'll do it in a different layer. I was gonna do the highlights and the shading in the same layer, but it's probably not the best idea. Here, here. What's going on? Oh, it's because I have a selection. Okay, cool. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't have used black. Maybe I should have used the the specific colors to that area. Kind of too late for that, but let me try it anyways. No, never mind. That's not a good idea. This color works better. Let me try here for the highlights just to see what the difference is. think it's kind of hard. This is softer. I think it matches better. Also, they stream like games and do art and story time and podcasts. Podcasts are getting popular. Yeah, like in the VTuber. They've always been popular outside of the VTuber sphere, but they're getting more popular, surprisingly, inside of the VTuber sphere. Long form content, like you'd expect. You wouldn't. I think you wouldn't expect it, at least. Long form content being successful in the VTuber sphere. I need to add pink to the scar and probably some pink to the lips too. I wish everyone could just hold themselves together for just a week. Maybe I could get my art stuff done. Why? Um, why is it dependent on others holding themselves together? Or do you have like people working on a project with you? Is that what you mean? What are you working on, anyways? Drawing stuff or video? What do you got in the works? I got a lot going on YouTube. A lot of YouTube stuff. It looks marker-ish anyways, like the way I'm coloring it. Interesting. Uh, try to support a lot of YouTubers from mental health to business to whatever the heck the video edits are. As for projects, I'm doing an art video short where I draw some frames of the same two characters over and over. Animation, huh? Yeah. And you make the video, yeah. Why is this brush like this? It never, like its color is locked or something. It always colors in dark. Let's see if this fixes it. Nope, don't fix it. Don't know why it's like that. I wonder if there's another brush or something I can use. Easy way to find out if this brush is... Yeah, okay, so it's just that texture that has a problem. The texture that's called Bristol. So let's try this. Let's see what... Yeah, I think that's nice. It gives it a little texture, but I need to define the edges a bit more. Yeah, I think that sheen gives it a little more of like a satin finish look to it. Hmm. Also, my project is like my own project, so it got pushed way back to the back burner for like a month until I got YouTube and my life straightened out. My projects are my real projects are pushed back as well. My comic project, the one I'm working on right now is like a test to see if I can actually do it. All right, let me see. If I go red or if I go blue. Hmm. I'm gonna try blue. Like it'd be green actually. Let's see what happens. No, I don't like it. Finally cracking down on my personal projects. Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw some of your stuff that you've been posting. You have you've posted stuff on like Instagram, and I think that's the main place that I've seen them. I've seen some in I think Light Server. Is it a comic that you're working on? Or something else? I have no regrets though, because my brother and all of us doing these crazy edits and going viral was one of the funniest moments I ever had. It's cool. Yeah, it's a comic I'm working on with a friend. Nice. So it's like is it co-written or you're both doing like little bits of everything? The reason I actually started to draw, like wanted to learn how to draw and like started the drawing journey was because I didn't want to pay someone to draw my comic. I was like writing first. Uh I was like I have to do this on my own. because it's not going to be done properly and it's too expensive. So I'll just learn how to do it myself. And like whenever I like study something or get into something to like really learn it, whether it's like art here or if it's something like modding a game to make the game work the way I want it to work, I tend to like it's pretty easy for me to fixate um and get the like results that I want. But art has been a pretty long journey. So the first chapter is split into two separate stories. So we're alternating issues to tell the two separate stories. I have my own story and characters, and he has his own. It'll become one coherent story of progress. Yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it together. Yeah, so to get the full context, I guess, of the overarching narrative, um, it's best getting like both sides of the story with this piece of work that you're doing. That's pretty cool. And then oh yeah, let me save. And then I'm also trying to get one of my own comics that's not connected to that done by the end of the week. Damn, that's tight. Plan to work on both dually focusing on the collab comic, but if I ever have extra time, I'll work on the solo comic. A lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Good luck. Kumaste? What does that mean? We have a full multiverse of stories we've created over the past 4 years. Just now starting to get started. Oh, it's like multiverse as in like different universe, or do you mean like anthology? Like it's in the same universe. I guess you mean multiverse, right? Because you said you have your own thing that's not connected. Maybe that's like a different world or something, right? Different universe. Okay. I think all of mine, uh, they essentially exist in the same universe. My idea of like universe is that um, like reality itself can be altered so drastically and seamlessly that no one notices with like certain magic. So like there's points in the story that I'm working on where that will happen and it will change like the way um or like it will change the quote unquote universe that characters or the story, not characters, because the characters will just be replaced with newer characters. For example, something that I was working on was what the difference between pre-flood and post-flood um, worlds might be concerning like the prevalence of magic and whatever um, ancient technologies that they would have hypothetically had in the ancient times. I try to connect it all into like one sort of timeline, I guess. And then I consider it to be like an anthology instead of a multiverse. So like you could have pre-flood Egyptian civilization where or ancient world civilization in general, not just Egypt, where they were like riding on dinosaurs and I don't know, using like I was gonna say sand magic, but that sounds kind of racist. Whatever type of magic. Um, and the Nordic people would be doing their thing with their magic, etc., etc. Um, and then whatever cataclysm happens during the flood alters the way reality operates, where science becomes more of like a operational force. Like the rules of the universe kind of change. Medic, bring me a new brain. Ray just blew my last one up. I hope it makes some sense what I'm trying to say. But I've always had like a fascination with that stuff, so that's why I try to incorporate it, even in like the two versions of, or not versions, the two types of stories that I'm telling. One is like really sci-fi, one is really fantasy. So I just want it to be connected, essentially. Her beret is kind of bright red. I don't really think that's the problem. I'm satisfied with how I've colored it. It's better than I expected it to be, and it's a lot less time. Like 3 hours. That's not bad for like a procedure that I'm kind of just learning right now. If it was more complicated, of course it would take longer and stuff, but I'm kind of happy with what I'm doing here. And now I'm gonna do the final thing, which I hope works. Let's see if it works. Is basically I'm just gonna spotlight the face to get it to glow. Let's try add glow with the skin color. Well, yeah, this one. A picture fully in warm colors is really is real Ray. The real Ray has been stolen away, hasn't he? They're not super saturated, to be fair, and I still have to do the final. Like after you export it, you do the color correction and all of that, right? So we'll see if it's still super warm. It probably is gonna be still warm because the character is fundamentally warmer palette, right? So, but let's see. I think I can use a smooth. And let's really expand it. Oh, that's a bit strong. Maybe I need to. Maybe I need to do it like this, like a little bit more subdued. Hey Yippee, how you doing? Um, um, I don't know actually. How long has it been? How's the stream? I was gonna say I'm ending soon, but I actually don't know. Oh, yeah, it's like 18 minutes, and I'll be ending. But yeah, how you doing? Good. It's an hour. It's me, the thingy. Oh, you changed your whole stick? What is that? Is that, let me see. I can't really look at it from that distance. You drew this cat character? Yeah, nice, nice. But yeah, how you been? Oh wait, no, you said good. I'm just looping. Let me see. What do I have left to do? Let's see if I can I can spot highlight some of these. This looks a lot better than I thought it would look. I'm happy about that, at least. Try drawing myself as a furry. Why would you do that? What animal did you go with? I mean, like, I guess that looks like a cat to me, but is it a cat or is it a wolf? Oh, see, a wolf. Best. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. My thought. No problem. No problem. Did I ask? No, I didn't ask how you were doing, moron. What's up? I like this. I like it. It's rare, but I do like it. Happy with the process is what I should specify. Like, there's little things about it that are, of course, off, but it's just the nature of the drawing. Um, Let me see. What do the layers look like? Those are all the flats. I can compress that. This? What is this? Oh, this is like an extra dark layer. I don't think I need. I don't think I need that. Um. Okay. Sweet. It's barely noticeable. I think I'm gonna bump this up to like 66. Let's see what that does. Yeah, so this, I feel like it gives it a little bit more of a quality of some sort. Yeah, save. I don't know, I'm tired, I guess, whether it's hot, so that's drag. Feel like when I'm inside, I have hot flashes, so it's still draining. Not so much problem, though. Sorry for missing it. No problem. I didn't stream on my birthday because I kind of like to just uh, be alone, I guess. Um, May she rest in peace. Who? Oh, you're talking about you keep calling this a VTuber a deceased VTuber. I can't co-sign that because she's streaming right now. So unless he's a necromancer, which is entirely possible with this one, but yeah, we pretty much did what we needed to do today. I want to see the speed paint or whatever because it was the 3 hour process that is decent. Of course, it doesn't take into consideration the actual time of the drawing, which I think was around 2 hours. Um, Record, export. Okay. Okay, so that was the lasso fill tool. I'm trying to think if there's a faster way of doing the lasso fills, or if there's an alternate method. I guess there's a watercolor type method where you just outline the background and you just paint over a layer on top of everything. But then you don't have the selections that you can use for the specific colors. Yeah, the lasso fill tool. Um, do you use Clip Studio? If you do, it is basically the fill tool, but as a selection tool. So like the lasso tool, the area that you select automatically gets filled with whatever color. I think Krita does have it, but I wouldn't know what they call it and how it specifically operates. Google can probably help there more than I can. You need to add the links in your description and it might garner you a shout out or something. Oh yeah, yeah. So I post the artworks that I do for VTubers on Twitter and they typically do retweet it or whatever. So yeah, they're cool like that. Um they don't really need to shout out in my opinion, but it's helpful, I guess. It's nice. Yeah, I like this process. Nice. I need to try it with a more complicated drawing though to kind of uh fully sell myself on it. Uh I was saying, do you use it? Um if I use lasso tool? I use it, yeah. I was using the lasso fill tool for this early on, so like yeah, I see this process here. I'm using it to like cover area as fast as I can. Um the fill tool proper doesn't really fill accurately even after I tweaked it. It could, depending on how clean I get the line work, but the problem is that when you scan a drawing, rather than like if you drew it in the program, the scan picks up all these little artifacts of the paper texture and stuff, so you never really get a good go at the fill tool. But yeah, this is a nice basic coloring. All we needed, or all we did was flats over top of the line art, and then overlaying and um, add glowing shadows, mostly in white but some in color. That's what I'll have to experiment with next time, is overlay shadows in colors, like different colors, to get the colors to like blend together and create more unique color depth. I'm a little out of my depth with that because I'm not super good at color. But that would just build your Twitter, not your YouTube, unless you add YouTube on Twitter. Everything is linked. If people want to use, if people want to go to the YouTube, they'll go to the YouTube. Um, if not, then that's up to them. But yeah, even on Twitter, it doesn't really grow the Twitter much. It just kind of gives you likes and slight networking capabilities. Because if you draw a, I don't really draw popular VTubers, but like if I did draw popular VTubers, it would increase opportunities if people liked it to work with people who wanted art because they'd see it. Um, that's basically how it works on Twitter. I'll wait a while before I post this though, because it'd be weird to get a retweet back to back. Page progress, I guess I'll show the page progress before I end the stream. Is basically here. I don't know how you saw it last. I think the last time you guys saw it, I didn't have these last two panels down here. But basically I just need the word balloons. I think there's gonna be one in this space here and this space here. I need his hands pushing this word balloon away because she's accosting him. And I need to draw her hand and glasses because she's gonna be putting glasses on. That's pretty much all. So this page is gonna be done this week. I'm pretty sure about it. Because after the lines, the shading is pretty straightforward. And yeah, I'll have to figure out a new method to tackle the following pages because the method I've been using is too slow. But I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to like doing thinking about the panels and how the characters are oriented in relation to each other, how the word bubbles flow through, and all those composition stuff. I'm slowly getting the hang of that. I think I misunderstood when you were talking about the process volumes. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I'll end here. Thank you for everyone who's stuck around and watched in general. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I just have to figure out what I'm working on. Hopefully I can do something on like on paper or something. That would be funner. So yeah. Have a good night. See ya. Night. Night on. Oh, I guess I'll just end the stream on Twitter or Twitch. See you guys. See ya, pork chop and moron. And now for YouTube, Yippee! I'll see ya when I see ya. And Jimmy, I'll see ya when I see ya. Night. And